Hi everyone, I'm Chris. I thought I'd change the format up this week and introduce this video with my face, obviously facing this way around and not the usual way, where you're looking at recipes and bowls, mixing bowls, that sort of thing, which you will see because this week I'm going to be showing you how to make gluten-free crackers. They're very, very tasty. Nice to see you, and yeah, let's get to it. So the very first thing to do is to line 2 baking trays with parchment paper. I've used a little bit of water so they stick, which is quite a useful tip. In a bowl, you want to add 240 grams of gluten-free plain flour. Also in there we've got 20 grams of caster sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a little bit of salt, half a teaspoon of xanthan gum, which is the binding agent which is needed when you're baking, particularly of flour, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of ground pepper, and then what we're going to do is just give it a mix together. Next you want to cut up 85 grams of unsalted butter into cubes. Add the butter into the flour. Using your fingertips, you want to work in the butter until it resembles breadcrumbs.
So at this point I did something rather silly and I changed my video option to record in slow motion. So I've had to go back and do audio. But as you can see, this now resembles breadcrumbs and it's got a nice colour to it. And it smelled very nice as well. So I think that was the paprika. So the next step was to add about 80 millilitres of water to the mixture and then using a fork just to mix it in until you get a bit of a sort of shaggy looking dough. And once formed, you just needed to leave this to rest for about 5 minutes at room temperature.
So after the 5 minutes, on a lightly floured surface, cut the dough into 2, and what you want to do is roll the dough into rectangles. You want them to be about 1 to 2 millimeters thick. Using a pizza cutter or a knife, divide the dough into individual crackers. Once you've cut your crackers, you can then use a knife and just transfer them onto the baking tray. You want to leave enough gap so they can cook individually. They're all on the baking trays and they're ready to go in the oven. You want to put them in for about 12 to 15 minutes. Just want to focus your attention on this one here. Talk about not uniformed, but crackers are supposed to be misshapen, aren't they? Yeah, that's what I'm going to say to myself anyway. But these ones look a little bit better. The oven has just beeped, so shall we take a look at them and see what they're like? 3 batches of gluten-free crackers. Even the odd-shaped ones look very appealing. So these gluten-free crackers will keep well in a closed airtight container at room temperature for about a week. Or you could freeze them for a month and they'll still taste just as delicious. So taste test time. Do you want to take one each? And what do we think?
Is that okay?
Okay is good enough for me.